What's up, y'all? Happy Valentine's Day to all my little love birds. Honesty and spirituality. February 14th. The right to a God of your understanding is total and without any catches. Because we have this right, it is necessary to be honest about our belief if we are to grow spiritually. Basic text, page 25-26. In meetings or over refreshments, and talks with our sponsor, we hear our NA friends talking about the way they understand their higher power. It would be easy to go with the flow, adopting someone else's belief, but just as no one else can recover for us, so no one else's spirituality can substitute for our own. We must honestly search for an understanding of God that truly works for us. Many of us begin to search with prayer and meditation and continue our experiences in recovery. Have there been instances where we have been given power beyond our own to face life's challenges? When we have quietly sought direction in times of trouble, have we found it? What kind of power do we believe has guided and strengthened us? I don't know why my mouth ain't working. What kind of power do we seek? Strengthen. With the answers to these questions, we will understand our higher power well enough to feel safe and confident about asking it to care for our will and our lives. A borrowed understanding of God may do on a short haul, but in the long run, we must come to our own understanding of a higher power, for it is the power which will carry us through our recovery. Just for today, I will seek a power greater than myself that can help me grow spiritually. Today, I will examine my beliefs and come to my own understanding of God. And funny but true, I'm actually working step 2, right? Coming to believe that a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity is step 2. So I'm actually working on that right now. And for the longest time, man, due to the relationship that I was in, due to the drugs that I was doing, due to going to prison, due to the bad things that I have seen and witnessed and been through, I didn't believe in God. I always believe, but man, I lost contact because, I'm just like, some of the things I've seen, I'm just like, how is there a God? Why, especially being in prison, it is rough. But, today, I guess I try not to think about all that bad stuff and keep it positive and keep it moving forward, man. And I just pray for, God's will in my life. And I've definitely seen, the fact that I'm sitting here and able to read these things to you guys every morning helps me tremendously, and I've found my rut, you know what I'm saying, that works for me, because a lot of times at the meetings around here, man, I just feel super uncomfortable and judged and ridiculed and looked down on and all this shit because of the things that I've done in the past, right? Which is just the bad relationships that I've been in, and the things that I did when I was high. You know what I'm saying? I feel judged for the things I did while I was high, and that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. I try not to let that shit, take my mind, take over my mind, and I believe that, man. I believe in my mind and in my heart, right here that I'm going to be okay. And, as long as I get up and I keep putting in the work, man, I'm going to stay clean and I'm going to do good things. And nobody can stop me but me, right? Time takes time. And, sometimes I look at people and I'm like, it is what it is. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and it is what it is. So, I'm gonna keep pushing regardless. of what people think, man, because I believe I'm a good person, man, and I believe that I can do good things, and I believe, other people can too, man. But you got to grab hold of this thing, and you got to let go of everything that you used to know, everything that led you to where you are in life now. Um, you got to re-examine some things if you're living in misery and pain, like and I speak from experience, like I missed something along the way. So, I believe that there is a power greater than me. Look at all this beautiful stuff around us. Where the fuck did it come from, right? So, and then again, a lot of days I just kind of, I just go with the flow, man. And, there's something greater, and there's a lot of things greater than me, but, there's something out there much, much, much greater than any one of us. So I also believe that you do good, you get good, right? You do bad, you get bad. So, February 14th, selflessness brings relief. Practicing selflessness gives us relief from self-obsession. Living Clean, Chapter 5, Fellowship. Our basic text states, self-obsession is the core of our disease. When we look for evidence of this in our lives, most of us find plenty to go around. We see ample proof of self-centeredness and self-obsession in many of the thoughts, feelings, and actions that led us to the door of our first meeting. Coming to terms with the way our disease manifested itself, an act of addiction is a crucial component of the recovery process. We see much more as we stay clean and work a program, like how self-centered fear spirals into self-obsession and continues to manifest in recovery, and thankfully how selflessness can offer us some relief. Once I was able to stop using, one member wrote, the greatest freedom I've received in NA has been freedom from intoxication with my own thoughts and way of thinking, freedom from the self-centered me. I've been freed to care about others. Simple abstinence does not eliminate self-obsession. We get a better perspective on our lives when we get out of ourselves. One member was known to tell newcomers, if you feel lousy today, call another addict and ask how they're doing. When we focus all our attention on ourselves, we end up feeling bad. By shifting our focus to others, we usually feel much better about everything, especially when we help a newcomer. We find plenty of reasons to be grateful for what we have. Instead of worrying or obsessing about our own desires, we try to practice care and concern for those around us. Selflessness doesn't even have to mean we disappear from the picture altogether. We simply turn our thoughts to the others for a bit, and we experience some relief from self-obsession. When self-obsession strikes, I will help another addict. It's that simple. Selflessness. Yeah, this program is like the things that change your life and the actions and the way of life. It is so, like, it's all so simple. You know what I'm saying? But we complicate it so hard. Like, okay, to get out of myself, pick up the phone, call somebody else and ask them how they're doing. But you wouldn't believe the people that struggle with doing that, right? To actually pick the phone up, call somebody, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And, everything's repetition, so we're changing all these bad habits. I'm changing bad habits and trying to form new ones. Thankfully, this way of life was instilled in my mind a long time ago, and I know right from wrong. So, it is what it is, but, I definitely got to get out of myself and help others, and that scares me too, because I've been hurt so many times by people. So I'm real, I don't know. It scares me sometimes. So, but I can pick the phone up and call somebody. But, I don't want to get involved into no dumb stuff. So I keep my, I got people in my life that I share with, and I have been getting better at reaching out at people and calling people. But yeah, man, today's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope everyone has someone that they love and someone that loves them. And man, I love you guys, and you guys have a good day.